this is a one-stop shop for free cash, and we do it all because we put the work in for you, so you don't have to. And we couldn't do this without our partners, Juice Reel and Winnable. Listen, I'm signed up on Juice Reel. They automatically sync to your sports book to provide you with insights and analytics into how you wager so you could become a better. Users can see that, and if they want to purchase a plan from you, they have the availability to do so. So all sorts of great features on there. Also some arbitrage betting. They have an AI bot, a couple of them that pump out winners left and right. So make sure you guys check out OddsJam. And if you're looking for a great place to find cappers that have a fast delivery system and high win rate, you need to check out Winnable. Winnable is the place to be. It is an emerging sports betting handicapping delivery service where you can get your plays instantly. Greg is on there. His service is on there. His players are winning because they're ahead of everyone else. There's no delay. When he puts them in, you know about it, and you could go and bet it and catch it. You won't miss the price, and you can cash all the same bets as my guy, Mr. Smackington. But listen, we got a big slate, lots of best bets to jump into. Greg, you ready to do this thing?
Man, let's get ass something to stuff them stockings with.
All right, first game up. The Houston Texans got a tall order taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. It is minus 3.5 on the spread, over under at 42, and the money line is minus 185 for the Chiefs. What do you got for me on this one?
I got Patty Mahomes over 1.5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I really love the value that they got it at. I love that the fact that the Chiefs are at home and that the Texans have not been in any weather-inclined game under 40 degrees yet this year. So I'm loving that their defense might get a little bit shaky when it comes to Patrick Mahomes in the red zone.
That's very cool. I think that this Pat Mahomes, he has been playing some tricky football lately. He's been having nail biters, taking us down to the wire, and I fucking hate the guy sometimes. I gotta tell you, I really do. But I believe in him. I believe in him, and I'm gonna keep believing in him. So listen, I got a little crafty with this game. I've been getting a little crafty with a couple of games the past few weeks, and it's been working out. Listen, KC, all season long, all you hear about is all these close games that they're winning. Houston, healthy roster, healthy receivers, can put up some points here. So I like Houston +5, bought it up a little bit. It's minus 140. I can live with that. I also took the Houston team total over 19.5. I think they can get to 20 here. And I took the KC on the money line because with all that said and all the stuff that Houston's going to do, Kansas City at home is going to find a way to win. They're currently, let me find that. There was some crazy stats on the Chiefs. They are on a run of 19-1 straight up their last 20 games at home. That's a 10-0 straight up run at home as well. Currently, they're 13-1 straight up their last 14 against AFC conferences. And they are just smashing teams when they are at home. So yeah, get ready, Houston. You got a tall order. But that's going to do it for us for this game. We are going to go ahead and move on to the next game we have. And that is the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens, a serious AFC North showdown that has some serious implications for like playoffs coming up and whatnot. Currently, the Ravens 6.5-point favorites, minus 300 on the money line, over under at 44.5. Plus 250 on money line for the Steelers. Listen, I'm a diehard Steelers fan. I bleed black and gold. But I understand that this is a tall order too. But listen, Russell Wilson and Mike Tomlin are just working well together. These guys click. They're finding ways to win. We were a little banged up last week in the receiving core. Didn't do much. Didn't put up many points. But I think that this Steelers team, who are 7-2 ATS their last 9, 7-2 straight up their last 9, 6-1 ATS their last 7 against Baltimore, and 8-1 straight up their last 9 against Baltimore. The over has hit in 5 out of the last 6 games, road games for Pittsburgh, and is 6-1 ATS their last 7 games when playing on the road against Pittsburgh. How many more stats do you guys want? listen, I get trends don't always pay the bills, but sometimes these things are serious and locked in. And what this is really saying in all, so maybe you don't have to take some of these bets, but it's saying that it takes the Steelers are always biting the heels of the Ravens, and if you can get something close to that, then you might luck out here. And I think I'm going to be putting a little sprinkle on the money line. It's a little too juicy for me, to put something hefty on. But I'm sorry, what was that? At plus 250, I might put a half a unit on there. It might not be a bad sweat. And then I also took, like, I don't know if I mentioned the Steelers +7, bought it up a little bit, and Baltimore Pittsburgh over 41.5. With Russell Wilson behind the helm, he slings the ball too, even to not the best receivers. They got a couple there, but Pickens is the star. Until he comes back, they're going to struggle a little bit. I do like the Ravens to get the win, but I like Steelers to cover. What do you think?
I think that my boy Lamar Jackson, seeing that he put up 144 yards rushing in his last 2 games, he knows that his legs is going to be the only way that the Ravens have a chance of trying to stop the mud hole that they are in against the Steelers organization. All right. It is just detrimental to everything that Lamar Jackson is about. All right. So in my opinion, I feel the only thing that really looks good from the Baltimore side is God himself, is Lamar Jackson. All right. God in man form. Okay. And I'm going to put all the pressure on his 2 shoulders, like Atlas would the world, and take him to give me 48 yards rushing. I definitely love to get 60, but we just going to go ahead. Just give me that 50-piece McNugget, Lamar, against the Steelers. They just played recently. He dropped 46 on them. And like you just said, Mike Tomlin is a hell of a coach against Baltimore. He basically knows all their tricks, all their schemes. But I think this will be the one game that we see Lamar get released from John Harbaugh, because he has been that one horse in the stable that is just not getting to be released, man. This is a Mustang, man. This is a stallion, and he's been holding my boy back. But I know if Baltimore wants to make a run at the Super Bowl.
You know what horses do when they get loose like that? They kick the owner in the head first and then take off.
Well, whatever it's got to do. John might need a good kicking in the head, all right? Because he has been
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
He has been coaching crazy, bro. I mean, yeah, they had a sweet victory last week against a 5th-string quarterback. You know what I mean? Y'all supposed to look like this. But hopefully it just brought a little bit more morale. You know what I'm saying? My boy dropped 5 touchdowns last game. He hasn't dropped over 2 touchdowns really all season. So that was probably great morale for him coming into this game. I just know that they definitely know that this is probably one of the biggest tasks that they have ahead of them since the Steelers own their ass.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't know they own their ass. I mean,
they own
the Steelers. I don't know if you heard the stats I just read.
8-2 in the last 10 games on the money. Steelers won.
Yeah. I guess they still technically won. They just didn't cover. All right. Well, listen. Hey, moving on to brighter circles and new games. The Eagles are taking on the Washington Commanders in an what kind of division? NFC West? Yeah, I think this is NFC East.
Yeah, Cowboys in that division. I know.
Cowboys and Giants. Yeah. So so good matchup here. Should be a fun one. I'll tell you why in a second. Sorry. The Eagles, we've been talking about them throughout the show so far today, have just been so dominant. I mean, left and right, really just destroying teams in different ways, finding your weak spots, taking advantage of it. Great coaching, great players, hungry second string players. I mean, you name it. This team, I believe, is Super Bowl bound. And they're taking on a Washington team that is really, really playing some great football right now. They were able to sneak out a win last week against New Orleans. They had a good win, 42-19 against a, improving Tennessee team. They had a close loss to Dallas for 26 points. Made a good showing against Philly the last time they played. And they almost beat Pittsburgh 28-17. So this team knows how to play. They just need to learn how to finish. So 3.5 for me in this game is a little scary just because the hook on that really makes me think that is what is going to kill these people's plays. So I bought it down to 2. I think it's still going to be close, but 2 gives some protection there at minus 170. I don't mind paying it to take a couple dollars less on the win. And yeah, I like the over in this one too. These guys are slinging the ball left and right. I think they want a high scoring, fun game here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the over 44 at minus 135. What do you got for me here, Smack?
Okay. Got a few things here. First, I want to give a shout out to my boy Mark Wahlberg for making Invincible. I love that movie. All right. Big shout out to the Eagles organization. Vince Papali, he made me a fan. To fight, Eagles, fight. All right. I got a friend. They love the Eagles. They always cry about the Eagles. I will say that this year the Eagles have been quite impressive, and they've been under the radar. That's another thing people need to remember, that Eagles don't really get talked about as much in that light as you would imagine that they should. But the one thing that I do love is that they have one of the best running backs in the game, okay? It's Saquon Barkley. So I'm going to just keep taking him to do what he does best, and that's to run all over people. And he's chasing Eric Dickerson's single-season record right now. But for this game, I'm going to take Barkley for his rushing and receiving over. It's the most conventional play of the game. I don't care if he scores a touchdown or anything like that. I just want him to be very productive in what I know he knows how to do best, and that's to run them legs, okay? It's at like 112 right now. I would catch it today. Tomorrow it might be at 115.
I get it. But, hey, that's all great stuff, and it's all spot on the money. So, all right, well, listen, last game up here is going to be on Monday that we're covering.
Actually, we got 2 games.
Oh, there's 2 games. Oh, yeah, 2 games on Monday.
We got
so, you know what? We'll do the Miami game first. So, next game up, Miami Dolphins, minus 115 on the money line, 105 for Niners. Spread basically even. It's a 1 total set at 45. I'm rocking with the Dolphins here. I've liked them all season long. I think they're electric. I think they're improving as the season is going along because they're fully healthy finally and are able to really play and practice as a team. And this team, they like each other, like friends. They're all boys. You know what I mean? Like some teams, like you're boys with some people, and there's like cliques and whatever. No. This team is a team. They go everywhere together. They party together. Like they get it in. So that adds a special layer of something to a team that you can't really quantify, but I believe is very tangible. So I love Miami here to get it done, minus 115. I'll probably be taking their team total over, 24 and a half. I'll probably take that over. Probably take San Fran's over 21 and a half. And yeah, I think that'll do it. Anything for you?
I don't have no plays on that game. I would just say that I know that, the Dolphins organization, they like the Browns organization. They can just let you down. If I was to look at anything in this game, I definitely felt that possibly field goals total over would be something very high to look at, only because coming to the red zone, Fred Warner, I think he wants to send Tua back into, concussion protocol. So somebody going to have to end this year right. Both sides have a little bit of injuries when it comes to the offense. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's going to be just top tier. 49ers are on their, third back right now. You know what I'm saying? There's no McCaffrey. There's no I forget the other guy's name who had started for McCaffrey. He's not even playing either. Yeah, Mason. So he's going to be a little crazy. So, I don't know. Probably field goes over. I don't have nothing definite. But
I like the field goes over. Did you look at the weather? I'm sorry. Did you mention the weather on that one?
Miami, more than likely, is going to have pretty decent weather. Maybe it's windy. Yeah. I don't think it's no rain from what I peeped. I think it's going to be a very nice day.
All right.
Fair.
That's why I like the over in it. I'm not thinking field goals. I'm thinking extra points. I think you might hit the extra point, like the special teams over prop by field goals. There's going to be so many in it. So
they probably still hit the over even with the field goals. 2 apiece. That's not really nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
1 apiece first half, 1 apiece second half type of ordeal. I was just assuming more so of the fact of, when it comes to that red zone. I know the Dolphins, they don't really like to be giving up a lot of points. It's just that they have been going through heavy penalties that's causing, yardage with,
Yep. All right, well, last one up for us. It is going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to Jerry Jones World, Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys plus 170 at home, plus 4 as a dog, minus 4 to the Bucks, who are minus 200 of the money line. Over under set at 48. Greg, why don't you go ahead and take over on that one?
Yes, I'm loving the over here. Like I said last week, Baker's a dog. He's just one of those guys that you just can't sit there and turn your back on. All right, they are going to find ways to keep threading the needle and getting in that end zone. I will also like to say that I love how Cooper Rush has been turning himself into a pretty poised quarterback these last few weeks. He's been actually making somewhat the right passing decisions to his wideouts, like CeeDee Lamb, find him in the end zone first quarter. That was really major for the Dallas offense. And I also think that Tampa Bay still can't give up points. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm loving Tampa and Dallas both to go over. This is probably going to be like a 60-point game. That's what I'm thinking.
What was the last thing you had said?
The over. The Cowboys game over.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Cowboys game over.
And then last game we had was the Jets. I know you had something for the Jets.
Sorry, I just lost all my notes. I got to get them back. No, nothing for me for the Jets.
Okay, well, all I have is the Rams game under.
Rams game under.
Yeah, 46. Or whatever it is now. That's what I love for the Jets.
All right, and I'm on the Rams money line
okay,
for that game. Yeah, let me pull it up. I got it. Jeez, it's so hard to find this. Oh, here it is. Rams under. Honestly, man, there's a lot of reasons to be on that, but what are your thoughts for it? I'll let you take it over because looking at it, I'm leaning more towards the over in this one, not because of the Jets, but because of the other side.
Well, I felt that knowing how Sean McVay, he's been kind of playing a lot of chess with his opponents. I mean, last few games, yes, they did have an unconventional game against Buffalo, but that's because they were playing Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible forced that hand. But going back before that, I just think that the Rams are starting to turn their defense over into a different leaf, and he is starting to control the offense a little bit more. So I feel the longer that they keep Aaron Rodgers them off the field, the better for this game. And it's in New York. The weather right now is really trash, so I don't know if it's going to carry over for sure to be that great. But you was telling me that the Jets have a heated field, so that might play a good part in the fact that it should stay under because the atmosphere itself might not be as nice.
For sure. What I do have too for this Tampa Bay Dallas game, the over 46 for me here. I just think that Baker Mayfield has been looking for a point in his career where he finally has some receivers that can catch the ball. Max Evans and Godwin are godsends to this dude, and he can't be happier. I mean, he is loving life right now, living in South Florida.
Cade Otton too. He got a big tight end, man.
Yeah, I mean the whole team. I mean that we did not think that was going to be the good replacement, but that was the good replacement. So yeah, love that there. I just don't think Tampa, Dallas. I don't think Dallas is going to have enough to really produce. I think they'll score some field goals, maybe some lucky stuff, but nothing to really threaten them in this game. And then, sorry, the last one up.
Yeah, I love that. I definitely think it's going to be super duper high scoring. Baker going to light their ass up, probably 400 yards passing.
So we'll talk about this last game. The last game up, the Saints versus the Packers. 14-point spread for the Saints against the Packers. Packers 1,000 on the money line. Saints plus 625. Over under set at 42.5. Greg, thoughts?
I'm not going to lie, man. Rattler for an interception. Book it. That's easy money right there. That's he probably throw that shit first quarter. Not even gonna lie to you. And I'm definitely loving Green Bay at the spread. It only makes sense. But people want to get the game over with early. I would just definitely say Green Bay first half, or consider taking New Orleans Saints solo under. That's a lock.
You know what's really good in positions like that? Some of those crazy ones where when you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you'll see like they almost look like teasers, but they're not. It'll be like Kansas City -7 and under 41. So it's like outline plays that they put together for you. You can find some really good options down there to really take advantage of some of these like steeper lines sometimes. But yeah, is that it for you?
I'm loving Green Bay's total sacks over just by themselves as well.
Oh yeah, I'll probably be looking at their team total. Definitely be using them as a parlay piece. You know, you guys know I love my sweetheart teasers. If you don't know what a sweetheart teaser is, it is a 13-point teaser. All you gotta do is pick 4 teams. You could pick more if you want. It just keeps going up with better odds. But yeah, I cash them every weekend. So join the Juice Reel VIP subscriptions club. Just $1.99 now through Christmas. It can't beat that. And Smack, tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, man, you can find your boy on Winnable. You know what I'm saying? The link should be down below. You can also find me on X, a.k.a. Twitter, at Mr._Smackington. If you really need to reach me, you can find me on Instagram as well. Just go to the search bar, type in Smackington, and you'll find me.
He'll also be having daily videos again right here on the Pick Management Network. We are hoping for pretty soon. We're also going to be doing some new work with the Sim World Sports guys. It's a really great company that we're going to be doing some social creative for. So make sure to keep an eye on that. We're going to be helping them grow because they'll help us grow. But yeah, Week 16 NFL Best Bet Show in the books. That's it for me and Mr. Smackington. We will see you later.
Came to prepare for the future. I live for right now. I don't think they want to interrupt my morning.